You know where you are?
This is Nollywood Pictures TV.
Every man is born with a dream. The dream bears forth the desperation to conquer, to succeed. That becomes the unstoppable force in his life to rule his fate, his destiny, his future. And no matter how fierce, dangerous and formidable the adventures, or how distant and harmful the journey, he wouldn't be afraid to dare. I dared my journey today, a journey for my future, my fame, my glory, my dream, my name. I am Okemiri, son of Abogidi, the king of Ndiagu, and here my story begins.
Okemiri, son of Abogidi, why have you come before the great Okuku?
Glory of a king and the pride of mortality have I given up to seek your face. Here I brought you the sacrifice from my humble heart.
Okemiri, son of Abogidi, your gift is favored. What do you seek of me?
I'm glad you know me.
Even before you were born, this was your destiny, son. Speak to me.
I am king of Ndiagu.
I know you more than you know yourself.
Great Okuku, my kingship is straightened. There is an overwhelming stage of hatred from everyone around. My subject, members of my royal cabinet. My kingdom is wrapped in the claws of these enemies, threatening to tear my heart apart, fighting to dethrone me. Doom, insecurity, and uncertainty are what the future holds for me. I live each day in the fear of the Lord. I breathe, yet no life. I sleep each night with no rest. I have eyes, but all I could see is darkness. Tell me, Credo, how do I restore the pride, honor, and dignity of a great king? How do I retrieve my kingdom from these enemies? Tell me, how do I become the greatest of the kings the earth has ever known? How can my song of victory, fame, and riches be sung in across the 6 boundaries of Ndiagu? How do I become the envy of all the kings, that at the mention of my name, every soul trembles?
The heart of pride pays the price. Okay, man.
Name the price.
Your wishes are many, but the solution to your problem is very little. Love and affection towards your people and your enemies. This is the price, Okemiri. Return and amend your evil ways.
I traveled this far to seek your help. because I was told how you helped my late father Abogidi, even his ancestors before him. You will not trade words with a man in desperate need of power. Great power!
I can see you are truly an ambitious young king. Are you sure you can pay the price for what you seek?
Name the price.
The blood of a young virgin girl must be sacrificed to me. She must be from your kingdom. This ritual must be observed annually.
Blood of a virgin from my own people? And is it not wickedness of a king to shed blood of his own?
You are not as desperate and strong-hearted as you sound. You may leave, for whatever Okuku wants, Okuku gets.
Agreed. I will do as well. Recognized you people?
Certainly, Your Highness. No one recognized our faces. I remember we came from the faraway Ngodo kingdom. And we've had no deal with anyone in this village except you, Your Highness.
Brave. I shall multiply your reward as we progress.
We are not to be at your service, Your Highness. You can always count on us.
You may now leave. But remember, be careful.
As it pleases Your Highness.
What is it? Go no further, my princess. Do you realize we've approached the evil forest? Have you forgotten how scary the stories about the forest are? Oh, Ola, don't tell me you believe those false stories. They are might and lullabies for toddlers and not big girls like us. Come on, girls, let's go.
Yes, my princess. No. But my princess, there are a lot of exciting locations for a walk. Not this ghost forest, my princess.
Well, there's certainly none in the palace. Because I've seen all there is to see in the palace. And have you heard of the fascinating fountain?
What?
Deep inside the forest. If we can just see that, then we'll return to the palace. Come Come on, let's go.
Get your clothes, sleep by my sword. Out!
For the very last time, let her go.
Then, prepare to die, hunter.
You run! 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 Run!
Thank you for saving my life. My name is Princess Ezeh from Ndiagu Kingdom, and these are my maidens, Olama and Adora.
Yes, thank you.
So what could a princess and her maidens be doing out here in this very dangerous forest?
Well, we only took a stroll.
A stroll? It's quite a long way from home. You should leave this forest, it's dangerous.
What's your name?
My name is the king.
So, where are you from?
The forest is my home.
The forest? I don't understand.
Once again, you should leave here. It's dangerous.
So that you can be rewarded for saving my life.
Let's go. Please. Yes, let's please. Let's go.
Have done, warriors of Monsala. Lay their fleeting hands on my precious daughter, my princess, the most adorable of all princesses. Oh, whoever did has touched the tail of a tiger. Yes, and whoever touches the tail of a tiger has invented death. Oh yes. Ibeh, you have touched the tail of a tiger by sending your warriors to attack my daughter.
Your Majesty.
Summon Ayok immediately. Let him assemble all the warriors of the land. We must invade Osara first thing tomorrow morning.
Your Majesty, did you say tomorrow? Don't you think it's too short a time to embark in a war?
Did I not conquer Mogwe? Okuku, Enuguagidi, Obeledu, Ichida, even Orauku, to mention but a few.
You did, Your Majesty.
Ozala is no match for us. Yes, I do not need preparations to invade Ozala, to wipe out every living soul from their land. A lion needs no caution to feed on a calf. Oh yes, tomorrow Ozala must feel my wrath. No living soul, man, woman and their children shall be spared. Their blood must flow on their land. Summon Ayok immediately.
As Your Majesty pleases.
Are you sure you are doing the right thing, my lord?
Stay away from this woman. War is for men, not for women.
I thank God you are saved. Next time, if you are visiting the forest, make sure you go with a guard. Yeah? Yes, and who is the young man you said that saved you? He deserves to be rewarded.
I don't know. I only know his name. Ikenga.
He didn't say where he is from?
I wish he did.
Oh, he must be a god in human form. Alright, come on, let's go in. I have a story to tell you.
About the forest.
Yes, a whole lot of them. Come on.
Remain loyal and faithful, oh great one. And here I brought your annual sacrifice. You seem not satisfied with my gift. What have I done?
I have done so much for you, Okemiri. Your desire to become the greatest king that ever lived, I have granted you. I have seen you through many victories in many battles, that other kings tremble at the mention of your name. Have I not blessed you in mercy? To whom much is given, much is expected.
There is no doubt you've been very faithful to me, and I am nothing without you. Ask anything, even if it is 5 virgins, I shall give it to thee.
I do not want 5 heads, Okemiri, but one special one that is worth more than every other. I want the head of your own daughter, princess. She must be sacrificed to me.
My princess, she's the most precious thing I ever owned in life. No.
And the most precious sacrifice to me too. She must be sacrificed. No man can disappoint a god. Whatever a god wants, he gets. I am waiting for you to bring her to me within 2 days. If you fail, I shall not only take her by myself, but I will make you and your kingdom feel my wrath for your disobedience.
The pride of our mother. I can see that the gods have favored you today, my son.
Yes, the gods favored me, mother. Though it's not so big, but let us manage this one. You use it to prepare special onubu soup for me. Eh?
That's a big one. Ha! Of course, I will prepare your onubu soup, knowing that is your favorite.
Thank you, Baba. Aha! That reminds me, the other day in the forest, I saw some Ozala guards trying to abduct the princess of Ndiagu and her maidens.
Really? What happened?
Don't you trust me, mother? I scared them away. And then I saved the princess and her maidens.
Ah, that was a brave one, my son. But I don't like you getting yourself in dangerous situations like that. Eh? Please stay out of trouble, especially when it has to do with Ndiagu. Because...
Mother, why do you always speak of Ndiagu in such manner? Why?
Nothing that you need to know now. When the time comes, you will understand.
When the time comes. Hasn't the time also come for me to know who my father is? Where I come from?
Ikenganwa, must we go through this at any given situation?
Yes, mother. Yes, we must. And we will, mother. As long as you keep me in the dark, we will.
Okay, my son. I understand how you feel. Don't worry. When the time comes, I will tell you everything you need to know. But remember, some things are better left the way they are.
Welcome, my friend. I have been expecting you for long. What kept you from visiting an old friend?
An old friend and a god. Well, as you know, I have been hunting.
Your strength grows by the day, Kenya.
But I also know that my strength will be nothing compared to the strength of a god.
Physical strength is for mortals. The gods deal in supernatural ways.
Exactly my point, Okuku. Exactly what I am saying. I wish to be strong. I wish to be powerful, to have strength to do great things like gods, like you, Okuku.
You might not possess the ability to shoulder the power of the gods, but for sure, you have an unfulfilled destiny with the gods.
Unfulfilled destiny. What destiny?
Ikenga, you do not know who you are.
I know who I am. I am Ikenga. The great Ikenga. The one and only Ikenga. Son of a helpless widow. A man who has no knowledge of his origin. A man who does not know his father. A man whose life is clouded with so much darkness and uncertainty.
Wisdom of mortals end, that of the gods begin. Ikenga, a great secret, a great destiny are what your life revolves around. But only in time will you know.
Okay, my son. I understand how you feel. Don't worry. When the time comes, I will tell you everything you need to know. But remember, some things are better left the way they are.
Ndiagu, you know. I Dikeh ejikwana m ọjị Chineke onye ebele arụ erukwana anyị wee na-akwadobe nnukwu mmemme otu anyị esi wee rie ji wee kene ndị ana ndị mbụ na ndị egede onye ka nji kpọrọ ụlọ asịkwa na ọkụ agụ na-enweta n'aka ada eri ya ọ bụrụ na mba igwe abụrụ na ọmụ bụ na agụ mana ọ maka ka o si welede nkịta sịkwa na ihe ọya bụ na anyụwa mmiri na chi n'okwu enu bụ ka ụmụ ụwa malụkwa na ya dara ibi daalụnụ.
You bend your waist when you are sweeping.
Your Majesty, thank you.
Listen, Apete.
Igwe.
And you pack those decks there.
Hello, Your Majesty. Why I summoned you? You see, and Apete is for us to deliberate on our forthcoming New Yam Festival. No, it is a very great occasion. But I want everyone to feel the pulse this time around. But because we are not fully represented here, we'll have to defer it to our next sitting. So that we will plan and make it very, very colorful.
It's happening.
Mama. Mother.
So it's true. It's happening.
What is happening?
I heard the story when I was only a child. That the sky will darken and the heaven will storm. And then the great Okuku, the dragon, will emerge in great anger.
Okuku.
Mother, what does that mean? What is going on?
The great dragon has been made angry. This has only happened a few times in the long history of mortals. When the great dragon is made angry, he will leave his shrine and feast on blood. And it must not stop until it gets enough. Woe to whoever that has provoked the wrath of great Okuku. For doom has he brought to himself and to his family.
If that is so, Mother, I have to stop him before he kills me.
This is the battle for gods, not for man. No mortal can stop it. Not even you, my son. I remember, like I always told you, that some things are better left the way they're destined to be. You know, come. Hey!
Yes, I'm not afraid of the gods. Fight me.
Your Majesty, my fellow elders. No. It has been so many years ago since the last attack of Okuku the dragon on Ndiagu, our land. None of us here even witnessed the doom till today. It was like a fairy tale from our ancestors. The question is this. What provoked Okuku the dragon to unleash his wrath on us the very day we were planning how to celebrate our New Yam festival?
You have the point there, Ono.
Thank you.
Because we all know that Okuku the dragon does not act wickedly except when provoked.
Of course.
Your Majesty, Ndiagu, I suggest we visit Otrokpo, the chief priest, so that he can help us unravel this mystery.
You have a point there.
I support him, Igwe. Yes. I support him.
Ndiagu. Igwe. I have heard all you said. I have equally listened to your various opinions concerning this unfortunate incident. I don't think it is better or wise to look for any Ezeh more to help us in this regard. Oh yes. Okuku has already attacked my people. Even killed one of my maiden. Is it not better we find a way of dealing with Okuku rather than sitting here waiting for fruitless answers from any Ezeh more?
Your Majesty, our people say that no matter how tall the Iroko tree is, its history is not complete without giving credit to that tiny seed it germinated from. We cannot just wage battle on Okuku blindly without first finding out the reason why it unleashed its wrath on us.
Yes, because Okuku the deity has always been faithful to us.
I disagree with you, Isimu. Words are meant for weaklings. Action is for a man. I, Okemmili, has never been a weakling. Okuku has touched the tail of a tiger. And that means war. And henceforth, Okuku remains an enemy to this kingdom. We must find a way to fight it rather than sitting here waiting for fruitless answers from Ezeh or Oturukpo. I have spoken. Understand the matter.
Stop crying. Stop crying, John. That's okay. Stop crying.
It's okay, my daughter. I'm here now to protect you.
Daddy, for how long? For how long are we going to continue living in fear? For how long will our people continue dying in the hands of that wicked beast? How long?
I'll put an end to it. I promise you.
When? Tell me when. When?
Soon. Very soon. Okay, my daughter, hold yourself. Talk to her. It's okay, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Stop crying, okay?
All I ask of you, my friend Agumba, is for your warrior here with his team to join forces with my own warrior so we can fight Okuku, the dragon, with a united